In the heart of the dense forest stood an old, decaying asylum. Its walls were stained with memories of suffering, and its windows were shattered, allowing the wind to whistle through the empty corridors. Locals whispered about the horrors that had unfolded within those walls, and children dared each other to venture near after dark. As they stepped inside, the air grew colder, and the silence weighed heavily upon them. The floor creaked under their footsteps, and the walls seemed to close in. The flickering light revealed graffiti on the wall's messages from lost souls who had once sought refuge here. "Help me," one scrawled message read. "They're watching." The group split up, each exploring a different wing. Mark descended into the basement, where the air was thick with mildew. He shone his flashlight on the rusted beds, imagining the tortured souls who had lain there. Suddenly, he heard a whisper, a soft, desperate plea. "Don't leave me." His heart raced as he followed the sound. It led him to a locked door at the end of a narrow hallway. The wood was rotting and the hinges groaned as he pushed it open. Inside, he found a small room with a single bed. A frail figure lay there, wrapped in tattered blankets. The figure turned its hollow eyes toward him. "I am Emily," she whispered. "They experimented on me. They took everything." Mark's flashlight flickered, casting eerie shadows on the walls. Emily's skin was pale, her hair matted. She had been forgotten, left to suffer in this forsaken place. Mark's instincts screamed at him to run, but compassion held him in place. "Why are you still here?" Mark asked. Emily's lips quivered. "They won't let me leave. They're always watching." Waiting. Outside, the wind howled, rattling the windows. Mark glanced back at the door, half expecting to see shadowy figures lurking in the hallway. But there was only darkness. He made a decision. "I'll help you," he said. "We'll escape together." As Mark helped Emily to her feet, the asylum seemed to come alive. Whispers echoed through the halls, and unseen hands tugged at their clothes. Mark's friends called out for him, their voices distant and distorted. Emily looked up at Mark, her eyes filled with gratitude. "Thank you," she whispered. But Mark knew they weren't truly free. The asylum's malevolence clung to them, and he wondered if he'd ever escape its haunting grip. Remember, my friend, that some stories are best left untold.